call to order the Public Works Utility Committee meeting. Has attendance been taken? Attendance has been taken. Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, open up comments from citizens. Seeing none, we will move on to the electric report. Electric department, the activity reports in the packet. Mr. Badler, anything you want to point out?
As you can see, we've actually, last month we had a ton of Tag Electric, so new services in town. Framed up the bathroom, got the bathroom finished in the new shop. And then everybody knows about the fun outage back actually behind here. So got that taken care of. The guys did really well with controlling the situation and getting things put back up in a timely manner, I thought, so.
Yeah, it was. And even, was it last week we had another?
Election night was
Yeah, it was election night, that's right.
Few poles go down, so. Not that night, not that particular night, but
No.
between the windstorms and everything like that, I think what we had, we just have 2, 3 pro poles, so.
Team does a wonderful job as usual. Appreciate it. Any questions for Matt? Okay, we'll move on to Public Works. Street activity reports in the packet. Bill, anything you want to point out?
I'd say the big thing this past month was drainage. We just did a lot of drainage work. Cleaning ditches, flushing culverts out all over town. And that was probably the biggie. Just doing that, got all the spreaders, plows removed off the trucks since we've never used them. So we put those up, and but yeah, just been trying to get caught up on a lot of ditch cleaning and a lot of maintenance.
Any questions for Phil?
I just want to ask, as the stuff is starting to grow, the alleys, you know, I'd like to make sure we spray those as they start to vegetate, you know what I'm saying, versus it getting
Yeah.
3 foot tall. And we know some people aren't gonna do a good job of their little areas, so I'd spray whatever our right of way is, and make sure we keep
Yeah,
those up.
we'll probably won't start that for a little bit yet.
Understood, but
Yeah.
I mean, the Anchor Fest is a little, I wanna make sure we.
Yeah, we'll get everything sprayed before the Anchor
Right,
Fest.
right, yeah, so, good.
Yep.
Move on to the water. Activity reports in the packet. Aaron, anything you want to point out?
Oh, Matt kind of finished out that shop over there, got water and sewer installed over there. Had started up at Northeast, still waiting on a part out there before we take it back over. It's supposed to be installed Friday, so hopefully that gets installed so we can start pumping water again. Then we fixed several point repairs on sewer mains for Vision Sewer so that they can come in and line. Should be here in the next couple of weeks, starting to line the first sections.
Good.
And then we're still waiting on bids waiting on their contract on the second section of it. They're supposed to be getting those prices together and get them sent to me so that we can get that all approved.
Any concerns with Hubble's new building? Just going over, I saw you met with them.
I met with them where we went out there, we cut the line where it's gonna be outside of the building, put a cap on it. Help the contractor tie in the fire line that goes to the new building, and then we're gonna add another hydrant on the west side of the building. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get that done.
Any questions, Aaron? Okay, we'll move on to Public Works and Utilities Director. Matt, anything you want to point out?
Let's see, no, we've just had a lot of, meetings with some new buildings and projects that are kinda coming to light here. I know Hubble's getting ready to start their stuff. Jim Butler, they actually started moving dirt today for their addition, so we're just kinda coordinating between the, departments, making sure all the utility stuff is covered and we're ahead of the game on that. Nothing really on that portion. Wastewater project update. You can kind of see through there. So we're gonna have to temporary the Benoit Roads pump house on that system. They have no ETA on the electric on that stuff. So they are actually coming tomorrow morning to start on Benoit's. And then gonna directly head to Rhodes after they finish that one up. They're gonna put it in writing. We're gonna have something in writing that once this temporary is done, they will come back in and put the permanent up. So that way, if it does happen to be a year or two from now, there's still something there that says that they have to come back in and finish that permanent work, so.
Components?
Mhm. Yeah, from Eaton. So,
Eaton?
mhm.
That's why they didn't buy Hubble right now.
So,
They used
that's
to-
kinda
they used to
where
work
we're-
for Eaton, so.
kind of where we're sitting at on the project. They should be able to get that stuff installed this week. And then we will have I guess a soft startup on those two pump houses, so they can irrigate this season. We can pump water to them, so.
We think from vote on the roundabout at 6322.
Had an email, matter of fact, with the electric department. They were wondering about some underground utilities out there, so that has been, a month and a half, Matt, that I had you take those pictures,
Yeah.
or with those locates?
Yeah.
So they were wondering about some of the utilities out there. We emailed them pretty quickly, some pictures stating where power was coming from. Haven't heard a word since.
I do have a project list from MoDOT, and that is on schedule to be completed in 24.
24. They're gonna do all the infrastructure in 2023, and then 24, the spring of 24, the plan opening. The roundabout itself.
Are they going to start? I thought the completion date was 24, like this spring. So are they starting in the fall of 23 then on that?
I'm not sure how that works. I know that they planned on getting all the infrastructure done 23 here, have all that located like they're doing with you now, so that sounds like they're
Yeah.
on pace for what they were gonna do, and then 24 was the expectation after the spring came, early summer being done with it, and do the physical, but having everything lined out where they can start and finish, putting it in at one time, the paving and putting in the, I understood it.
On the paving list, is there a lot of streets that need to be paved? Where we at on that, You got any idea yet?
Yeah, we actually, Phil, I think you had that on your activity
Yeah,
report on there.
yeah.
He didn't touch on it, but we have kind of dialed in some streets.
About the same as last year, I mean, as cost wise?
We don't know.
We
Cost.
tried to keep it
Yeah.
around the same
I
cost.
mean,
You mean what we budgeted?
Yeah, same as
Yeah, matter of fact, I think,
We budgeted for 258,000.
We're in pretty good shape, aren't we, on the streets? I mean,
We
we
don't
still
have
need
a
to
lot
do
that are real
brand.
bad, but we've got a few.
yeah,
Yeah.
Is there some that's in pretty bad shape?
We've got a few that are definitely needing some attention, but we're getting caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year should get us going, shouldn't it?
We'll have a few, I mean, we're gonna have a few every year that they're just starting to get old. But we don't have anything that's just falling apart horribly.
Would it be wrong for me to say I think we'll be in a really good life cycle in about 2 years from now?
yeah, I think as long
Well,
as
yeah,
the
being caught
prices
up.
stay and.
Yeah.
And us being able to turn them over and where they don't get bad before we.
Yeah, and it just depends on the winter. This winter was so mild, I mean,
Right.
it didn't have much damage to them, so.
I don't know who it is.
If I get a call like that, then.
Is it Phil?
Yeah,
Oh, it's the paving
That's your
company.
face-
It's
that's
the
your
paving
face-
company. Yeah, they wanna know what we're
What's your
gonna do.
pacemaker?
So, yeah, we've got the paving list, kind of narrowed down to what we're expecting this year. Some very, very rough numbers, because there's no telling what those will, we just kind of base it off last year's pricing. And then we'll see how that comes out when we bid it out, so. That's all I've got on my activity report, unless somebody else has some more questions.
What did we do assisting Park at the North Field? What did that?
That was a, was that? Oh, the soil conditioner on
Yeah,
the field.
got it. And then, and we took out the curb, helped get the curb out there.
Golf course, yeah.
And how
Phil's
did, how
got
did
it.
that get finished up? Did we dump them the stuff and they put it back in
Yes,
the asphalt?
yes,
Okay,
we,
thank you.
we dropped it off for them,
Perfect.
they installed it,
Yes.
so.
Sounds like you got where you're expecting to get on that, so good.
Yeah, I think we're pretty close. The electric's got a few more things to do for lighting out there, but I think other than that, utility-wise, I think we are done out at the golf course.
I think we are. Yeah.
So, let's hope.
Gotcha.
That's all I got.
Anything else may arise?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Got a first and a second to adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.
Does anyone?